It's trial time, baby! The ultimate inventor, Mew-Aruma, has been ripperoni, and it is up to us to solve this case! The crazy thing about this case is that Mew herself was trying to become the blackened, but that selfish thought process was the end of her. Congratulations, Mew! You just played yourself! Hey everyone, Razzbowski here, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, and oh baby! It turns out that Mew was actually trying to do us all a favor and get rid of that snake Kokichi. But her plan didn't work out, she ended up dead instead, and it is up to us to find out who the blackened is! Guys, if you're hyped for this video, then please hit that like button, it really is appreciated. Let's shoot for 2,000 beautiful likes. And you already know the deal, ladies and gentlemen, 2,000 beautiful likes on this video, and the next part will come even sooner. And we're gonna be getting to the ever so juicy details of the trial, so you're gonna want that episode sooner. And if you're feeling extra special, spicy hype for today's video, then in the comment section below, type #hope, and we'll dive straight in, baby. Woo! One of you sick son of a guns has ripped my precious Mew, and when I find out, I won't be mad, I won't be angry, I'll be disappointed. I'm just disappointed. Okay, after Paparazz's fantastic cliffhanger, as always in the previous episode, we're trying to discover whether or not Mew went to meet Kokichi on the roof, or did she get ripped on the other side of the river by where the chapel was. So that's where we're jumping back in. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? This is where we're gonna find out, baby. Let's go! What have we got here? What have we got? Non-stop debate. Start. What are our options? We have got Tsumugi's account, loud noise, Mew's court. Oh no!
Mew
she
was
did
waiting
go.
for me to arrive.
Okay.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
She must have, because
No.
Tsumugi saw her.
Mew should have been at the chapel.
She should have been at the chapel, but I don't think she was.
Her avatar fell.
Ah, she was
Right
taken
next
across.
to the chapel.
I don't know if it was.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
No, there wasn't.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
There must have been another way. There
So,
must have been.
Her meeting with Kokichi.
She stood me up!
No, she didn't. She didn't stand you up because Tsumugi saw you. At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Mew to go to the mansion, but there has to be some evidence that shows it was possible. There
Mew
was.
waiting for me to arrive.
Yes, that's true. We don't want to
She was
contradict
waiting on
that.
the rooftop of the mansion.
Agreed.
No.
No, she wasn't at the chapel. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. Shoot it. Okay, there we go. Second time
wrong.
lucky. Jiminy Christmas. I thought I was going to mess it up there. Well, technically I messed it up a little bit, but my hip firing skills got there.
You must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Unless you're lying.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first.
Oh, yeah,
Since
there it
there
is.
was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Well, why do you know it's definitely Mew now?
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
The river flow was different from where we found the board.
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
No.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated.
Ah, exactly.
She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
Okay.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
She must have used the board
It
again,
won't
right?
be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
Thank you very much for that, Himiko. You're definitely helping us here today.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
Well, that's true, but you can't always rely on me. What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
Thank you, Kaito.
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
As a team.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that you used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we got another non-stop debate happening here. Here we go. What have we got? What are our truth bullets this time? Monokuma file, log in, log out, Rika, Kokichi, the salon.
Way across that only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Maybe
Or
there's
instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
There's no vehicle.
Maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Oh, maybe agree with
Maybe
her.
there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
Like,
Hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
oh yes, agree with that. There we go, V agree, thank you.
Agree.
Oh, look at us, we're on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. I agree with you, Robo Boy. Is that robophobic? I don't know. I agree
That's
with
it, Kibo.
But
There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
the secret passageway.
Was there really?
What? You must have had some sort of evidence. You're just spouting crap.
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
Yep.
The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world.
One
It's
on the left
unclear whether
and
Mew
right.
added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't
through.
be naive, Shuichi.
What? Kaito, you're meant to be on my team, buddy. What are you doing? You're literally doing what Kikichi said.
What is it, Kaito?
You're holding me back, bruh.
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that?
Why are you being an idiot? I've got evidence. You know this.
That is suspicious. But it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yes, it is. It's how she gets from A to B.
Nothing to do with it.
You're an idiot.
You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge?
I'm losing my edge. I'm gonna cut the edge of your hair off at the moment, you ridiculous fool.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
No, you're literally making this harder for me, Kaito. Come on, buddy. Okay, I'll smack you down with my truth, sword of justice. That's hiding in my pants, apparently. Map of the mansion, map of the world, Mew's avatar.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So
yes.
why waste time talking about the... It's pointless.
It's not pointless.
We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Advance, baby, advance.
No,
Here we
wait
go.
just a second.
Yeah.
It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That
No.
wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
but
Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall.
She's changed her
She's not
settings,
just
though.
an object after all.
She is just an object.
You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
We'll do it one more time. There is no doubt that Mew was able to pass through that wall and need some kind of proof for that. We've got the
you
proof.
just said so,
Where is
didn't
it?
you?
Mew's avatar. Here we go. You know
She's not
nothing.
just-
She is just an object. She's just an object, baby.
cut through your words.
Counter. She's not just an object, though. She is my friend, but at the same time, she's just an object. A filthy,
The
filthy
wall
object.
wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Wait, was he not in the room when we were talking about this? What were you doing, buddy? Have you got hair in your ears?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Now salute me proper. Don't slouch.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
You're winding him up.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Why is he getting Monokuma's music? What is this?
Enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, Kaito.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Yeah, I'm not worried, buddy.
Okay.
Pipe down, though, please.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
I just called you irrelevant, son.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
Exactly.
I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
Hold on a second. You can't say she's got a hidden passage.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
What did she say again? No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world. Literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there. I think that was probably just to encourage us not to go over and check it.
There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Exactly.
You lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Jiminy Christmas, that was
She
vile.
lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Butt cake.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Exactly. He's being rude. Isn't he, Gonta?
Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
As he remembered.
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
What?
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
What? But he told us.
You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh.
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Jeez, you're lucky you're cute.
He's still slacking off. Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Yeah, it was. I don't get that at all.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
Oh, Gonta, please don't.
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
You're an adorable gentleman.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember?
What one thing?
That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
Huh? The events that led us there. What are you talking about? Oh, damn, what are you talking about? Oh, the loud noise, Yes, yes, of course. There was a big loud bang, wasn't there, that everybody heard that made us
You
all...
mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
The bang. Ah! What was that sound? It sounded as though something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... We couldn't find anything,
You all heard that sound too?
Yeah.
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
Yeah, it
First
shouldn't
off,
have.
sound can't go past the map loading point.
Exactly.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
Then how did we hear it?
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
Oh yeah, so we did. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh, no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close. Oh dear, Kibo, what was going
my
on?
voice too?
Something's going on, something funny here.
That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi
was?
talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Oh dear.
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
Don't apologize, Gonta.
No need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
100%.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
The only thing I can think of is the signboard. Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud sound. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Okay, what's going on now? Mind mine. Okay, here we go, baby. Gotta dig away. It's 100% the sign. What? Oh, come on, really? There it is. Thank you very much, finally. I knew it was the sign because the river's flowing the wrong way. So the signboard should have been over by the chapel and not over by where we were with the lodge or the hotel or whatever it was
The sign
supposed
that
to
we
be.
were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
It was on the wrong
We
side.
mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
And the way the current flows. Oops, my hand slipped. I've had to say that line so many times
We
in the last
found it
few
later,
episodes.
but there was something unnatural about it.
She wrote her phone number on it. Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. All right, here we go. Okay, what's it? Psyche taxi? Jiminy Christmas. Going to get some more ladies, it seems. Hey, ladies, I hope speed impresses you, because I'm going to be fast. If you know what I'm saying. At which point was the signboard swept away? At which point was the signboard swept away? What do you mean by that? Because that could be a point in time or the point on the river. Okay, hold on a sec. We'll have to just see what the answers are. What have we got? River, chapel, mansion. At which point was the signboard swept away? It was swept away at the river, was it not? What? Thank you very much. Hey, honey, how you doing? Here is the end of the river. Okay, so the end of the river is on the chapel side. Because the river flows that way, so it's got to be on the chapel side. I'm guessing that's what it's alluding to. So, transition point, chapel side. Chapel side, chapel side, chapel side. It's not mansion side. Definitely not. Get in the car, baby cakes! There's plenty of papa to go around, so we're gonna pick up another lady. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? We found it on the mansion side. Which it shouldn't have been there because it's on the opposite flow of the river. Because the river flows from left to right, west to east. So we're gonna go mansion side. Get in, baby cakes! Nice! 3 ladies, and apparently we're feeling extra spicy, so we're going for 1 more to make this 4 ladies. Good math, Papa. Whoa, this road's got thin! Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? It should have floated to the chapel side. I'm guessing that's what it's saying. We didn't need to go through this whole taxi thing, but I'm enjoying the company, ladies. So hopefully you're enjoying the fact that I'm driving at 200 kilometers an hour. It went against the current. It went against the current for some reason, which made absolutely no sense. Look, I hope you got your seatbelts on, ladies, because this car is full and we're going to Danger Town.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
100%. So she's obviously picked it up and used it.
It should have
that's
hit
the
the
thing.
wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
Yeah.
But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
Unless for some reason the river keeps flowing, so it's gone from one side of the map all the way to this side via the current. That's the only thing I can think of, and other than you picking it up.
The chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side?
No, Kaito, we've literally just talked about this. Sumugi saw that she was on our side, the mansion side. Pay attention, Thickums. Thickums sounds like he's got a big old booty.
She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river.
Okay.
Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Oh, fair enough, I suppose.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, that one.
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic.
For once, Kokichi, my man, I actually agree with you.
We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
They're all to do with Miyu and our dirty little hands.
I don't know. But Shuichi should know, right?
Well, you kind of put me on the spot here, but yeah, I know, right? Right?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't.
Oh, hey, stop putting me on the spot here, Oma!
The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
Your flattery's not gonna get you everywhere, buddy.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
I request a recess. Thank you very much.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Yeah. Okay, oh, what? I've got something here to do. Okay, hello. What the hell do I do? It's gotta be it has to be to do with the wall, right? Has to be to do with the wall.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through.
Oh, yes, I did. That's what I suggested before, isn't it? That the signboard could have flowed from the chapel side all the way around to the other side of the map if it's just one big long river, and then that's probably why it's got caught on those rocks. Okay, so it flows down there, it goes all the way through it, and then it goes through the wall because objects can pass through the
sign should
wall.
have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
But
if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through.
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through.
So unless for some reason that board is somehow a
That
man.
means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
Float all the way to the other side, baby. There we go.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
Oh, you might be onto something there, actually, Himiko. You might actually be onto something. If non-objects pass through the wall on the right-hand side of the map, the chapel side, maybe they come and they end up on the left-hand side of the map. And that would explain why, what's her name? The plain girl, Tsumugi, was able to see her via the window in the dining room. Oh, Papa, you're putting it all together. You're a smart man. And that's exactly why she wanted to change her avatar status from human to non-human object. That means she could teleport from one side of the map all the way over to the other side of the map, and it would be a-okay. She would be sorted. Oh! That's right, that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that? Okay, I know what it is.
Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
You're not my partner, thank you very much, and I don't want any of your hints, especially with the Monokuma music in the background. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Well, not all of it, buddy.
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Exactly. Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, how did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? And the signboard teleported downstream and upstream connect.
That's it.
It didn't teleport, it just moved.
Both ends of the river were connected?
Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Both ends of river connected?
Hell yeah, Gonta boy.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
I did suggest that. I can't remember if it's...
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
I can't remember if I suggested it in this episode or the episode before, but I did suggest that the rivers are probably connected, and that now it all makes sense. The fact that Miyu wants to teleport from one side of the map over to the other, so she could still meet up with Kokichi, and it would look like she had nothing to do with Kokichi's rip after they found his body on the rooftop or whatever. Because she was meant to be on the church side. She's very clever when you think about it.
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Yeah, the right-hand side. It has to be the right.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it would have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Oh. That is true. Well, in that case...
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
Why?
What are you talking about now?
Why? Why, buddy? The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls... The reason she only set up one wall... Oh! One wall was already in place. They're the same wall. They're the same wall!
That's it.
Holy crap! Holy crap!
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
Oh, this game's blowing my mind.
The same wall?
Yeah, they're just joined together. The way the map, like, basically curves around in a big sphere.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected.
This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
I love it. I love this game. Oh, it rustles my jimmies in an ever so delightful way.
The idea is you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Yeah.
Everything is starting to connect.
Yeah, it is, my boy.
See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Yep.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us.
Shh, it's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch.
Oh, he's so excited. I love his giddy enjoyment of this.
If
even though
both
he's
the
a
river
snake.
and wall are connected, then you can find the secret.
The secret?
Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret? Okay, so I've got to work something out here. Okay. The secret, huh? Yeah, I suppose we should clear that up. Yeah, probably a good idea. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. What is the mystery? Don't make me... Oh, Hangman's Gambit. No, I don't like this one. Okay, show me the question, baby. Show me that question. What is the unique feature of the virtual world? Is the fact that you can pass through the space? So I've got world... world what? World loops. It's got to be world loops. It's putting layers backwards like a snake. That is dirty tactic. Dirty tactics, but it doesn't matter for the master of these word anagrams. Thank you very much. We got world loops. Did she not mention something about world loops when we first came into the place?
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Basically like a big circle, right? Like I said, a big sphere.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
It's magical. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Virtual world loops?
Yep.
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
So it wasn't in fact used again, it was just the way it was positioned.
Vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
It's brilliant. They take away the walls on the outside and you've got the clear as day picture. Nothing's up and down on the map, but they're left and right.
Floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
Oh.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
No, not at all. Surely.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
No, it's not.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
What do you
Because we
mean?
still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Oh yeah, because we weren't supposed to be able to hear sound from one side of the map to the other through the loading point, unless the sound somehow goes through the wall as well. But then again, it doesn't because it's a map loading point.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Oh, can we, Shuichi?
Huh? Really?
You're gonna make me explain it.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Oh, okay.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Where does the loop begin? Oh, damn! It's gotta be the map loading point. It has to be the map loading point. I don't see any other place for it. Okay, there we go. Nowhere, it just wouldn't work anywhere
The
else.
map loading point was where the virtual world looped.
So the left-hand side of it were actually holes, so we could hear it on both sides because you would split the map up, so they would be near each other basically.
We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
But it wasn't. That's the looping point. So yeah. That's what I was trying to explain. That one there.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
Oh, okay. That should have been really, really simple, to be honest, because you obviously got the split in the middle where the path joins up, or it's not really the path, it's the rocky outcrop, isn't it, where the two buildings are on top.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
So that's exactly why we were able to hear everybody so easily, because Kibo's scream came from the chapel, so obviously we can hear them from the chapel.
And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
Ah.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Oh, okay, hold on a second. If Miyu was thrown off of the rooftop, if she was ripped up on the rooftop by somebody and she was thrown off, wasn't it slightly slanted? So she would roll, being a non-human object, she would roll down the little bit of a hill and she would end up outside the chapel. Boom! Solved it! That's how the body got there.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Did you know this whole time, buddy?
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Oh, thank you very much, Mr.
For
Oma.
you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
That's
Mew
true.
also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
Oh, that's exactly why she clammed up a little bit and she looked a little bit nervous when we were talking about that she created the map and that was the only thing she did.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that.
She's a snake. Dirty, dirty little snake.
There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
That's crazy. That is
We
absolutely
solved
crazy.
this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Oh, well, we're not saved just yet. I need to solve the rest of it.
Yeah. If Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
No, I'm sure you would have.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Oh, you're flattering me too much.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
Stop making me blush, guys.
You're welcome.
It's not finished yet. Kaito
Just
knows.
because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
No, we still got a baddie.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part.
Mmm.
Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Exactly, Cookie. Chip.
That's how a class trial works, after all.
And the Monokuma music again? What?
She's talking like Monokuma again.
Thank you, Gonta. You picked it up too.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies.
Hold on, Kaito.
I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
Eh?
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Oh, this is break time, isn't it? This is break time. What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. But there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find out the culprit who killed Mew. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprits. It would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? I don't know exactly. Break time, baby. Here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end off the episode now. I'm just kidding you, ladies and gentlemen. I am good at cliffhangers, but I'm not gonna leave you off on this one.
Oh man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all. And Monophanie's period is like 2. Excuse me, Father. Why do you know about Monophanie's cycle?
And another.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation.
Yeah.
Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. Well, that's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you got a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage? Really? Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? Oh, he's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night.
Again, thank you very much for wasting a precious couple of minutes of my life there, Monokuma. Let's get back at it.
My head.
What about your head, buddy? What's wrong with it?
Taro! Pull yourself together!
Pull yourself together, son.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
It better not be your mommy.
My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
Oh, it's a little bit sad seeing how many Monocops have bitten the dust, but at the end of the day, they are evil.
You've forgotten. Maybe that's for the best.
What?
From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
Okay.
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Okay. I think I'm almost about to tap out of this whole sick brother-sister fantasy we got going on here. I don't like it, and I don't like the way you're putting your hands there right now, Monophony. This is getting a little bit too nasty for Papa.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Yes, buddy. Yes, you are. Congratulations. Congratulations. I hope you take care of that weird-looking kid.
Colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
It's got to be Monophony. They're setting up so many things. It's going to be Monophony that goes
More
instead.
importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Exactly, my spiky hair
We
friend.
understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Ooh.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Look, buddy, you're just gonna have to get over it for this trial, right?
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Exactly.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Exactly. It was a really good scheme. I will give her that. It was a really, really good scheme. Not again. Whoops, my hand slipped. I literally have to say that line again.
Dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Yes, exactly.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
Oh, I do.
She was killed on the roof, right?
I think so.
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit kill her.
I think
That's
so.
probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it.
I don't think so either, because Mew didn't have her intended target at that point. Kokichi
Mew
wasn't
did
there.
lock it. She would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Exactly.
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Well, that's true as well.
No say such mean things.
Oh, going to...
Killing game bad. Not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
Oh, buddy, you were friends.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
I thought she was hilarious.
That wouldn't happen.
What?
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
You guys are a little mean. She's literally dead. Come on, have some heart.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion.
Savage.
If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
I think it rolled. I think it rolled between the 2 points.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
They could have
But
thrown
how
her
did
off.
the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall?
Just throw her off the roof. Just throw her off the roof. Maybe there was some sort of struggle. They threw her off the roof, and maybe there's a complete accident altogether.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Going to not throw her.
What? Go
Oh,
to.
no. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Go to baby boy. Go to baby boy. Why did you just have an outburst like that? That's making me very, very worried. Go to.
Physical strength equalized?
Go to.
That problem. Going to no can protect everyone if that happens.
But you already knew this. What's going on?
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
I think it was an
How did they
accident.
send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall?
I'm sure the side was
Maybe
slow.
that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah, remember I did say it sounded like she fell off the roof. But then again, they said she was strangled, did they not? Ah! What was that sound? Yeah, what was that sound? I think it was a body
Because
falling
of that
off.
sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there. right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. Okay, yes, we do. So, what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. So, what were those two things? It could be her body and the wall. The hammer hitting the wall, the cell phone, the lattice, Mew hitting the wall.
That's it.
It had to be Mew hitting the wall. Of course it was. Why was the
I think the
lattice
sound
there?
came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with
the wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking?
He already knows
Why
that's
are you
why.
talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now.
Did he witness it?
More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
I agree there.
Friends? Us?
Look, buddy.
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
Yes, thank you very much, Samugi.
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Get Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof? There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Go on then, buddy. Give me a little hint.
You what?
There's a
Since
sledge.
the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Right?
Past
And it was
the
a
brick
slope?
handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope.
Exactly like I
And
said.
the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
Yes, sledge. They used the lattice as a sledge.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
I wonder. Kokichi is talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already, but I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. Okay, you go and find the answer, buddy. Hangman's Gambit, start. Okay, oh bloody hell. Rooftop something. Slid off roof. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will take your compliments now. Thank you. And remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, and just praise me in all ways, shapes, and
used the
forms.
sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
And that's why you got the speed. Yeah.
Nah, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Whoa.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
Okay.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
Why?
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
What? Who's Shumai?
Who the hell is Shumai?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. What else could they have used? Hold on a second. Some force? What else? The toilet paper? Signboard used as a bridge? Toilet
Even if her
paper?
avatar slid off the roof,
Right?
would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Yes, but
Lots of
how?
snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
Okay.
Still slide, though.
Okay.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
Yes, that's
Not
true.
the issue.
What is the issue?
Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around, though.
Yes, there was. The lattice, buddy. Oh, why?
That's wrong.
I've been saying this the whole time. Why did I not read lattice? Jiminy Christmas. Come on, I'm bad sometimes.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body.
I thought they'd already put it together. I was jumping ahead of the game.
Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof.
brutal.
I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked.
And then the second time you forgot completely that it was even there.
But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
But you didn't remember it was the lattice. However, I
The
did.
lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Exactly. It was used.
That's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Perfect. Now we need to work out who did it.
That's correct!
Yay! I feel good being praised by him. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that I'm actually trusting Kokichi and his judgment here, but he does seem to be
After
wanting
the
it.
culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled
Oh, they look adorable.
and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
Did that mean that the person saw her coming through, maybe? And then that's when everybody came outside, right? Because they heard the big crash against the wall and decided to come out and they saw Mew's ripped body. Oh, dear. Poor
The
thing.
impact made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Sonic reference.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
All right, Dr. Robotnik, settle down there, son.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful.
That bear is literally hate incarnate.
You gotta be an example to our new family.
No, stop with this twisted fantasy world.
Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Oh, no, he's both. He's...
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
Hell yeah.
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
No. The culprit?
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Does Kokichi know?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
That's true,
Aside
actually.
from Mew, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi,
Wasn't
and
me.
Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
You're troublesome, little boy. That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Sumugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? We'll need to press them for information before making any judgments. Okay. Whoa, hold on a second. I've literally got to choose? What? Kokichi's suspicious. He's the one that's been leading this whole thing, so it's got to be him, right? It is, right? Oh, of course it is. Look at him smiling away. You lying son of a gun. I knew it was you.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
Right?
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Oh, I'm gonna jog it with a punch.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Yes, let's do it. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. Oh, but he must have seen what was happening, right? It all began when you showed us the map. What? Which part of the lying? That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof. But he must have seen what
It was
happened
the
then.
testimony that bothered me.
Right? What? Why have I got to do this? Also, I never went to the roof. He must have gone to the roof because he knew how everything worked. He knew how everything worked. He must have seen what had happened. He knew far too much for it not to be that one.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said,
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. Okay.
but later you said,
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. Oh, so he noticed the brick handrail, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was no snow on the roof. Oh, he shouldn't have known there was no snow on the roof. He shouldn't have
that's
known.
a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Exactly, there was no way. Yes, you could probably tell the other stuff like the brick handrailing if you looked at it from afar, but there's no way to know there's no snow on the roof. No way, unless
Oh
you're up
yeah!
there.
Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Oh, here we go. You're on the line, buddy.
Huh? What?
We pinned you down now, Sam. We pinned you down, and we're gonna make sure you suffer. However, we're gonna leave this episode on a dirty-ass cliffhanger. I know Papa's up a nasty boy, but he's gonna give you something spicy to come back to in the next episode. In the next episode, we're gonna pin Kakichi down because he's a nasty boy, but at the same time, I'm not liking what some people have said during this trial, as I've already pointed out. So we're gonna see where this goes. It seems a little bit too early for this to be Mr. Oma, but at the end of the day, Danganronpa likes to throw things on the head and give us something to think about. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, if you want another episode sooner, please hit that like button. If we hit 2K likes, we'll have an episode out sooner than I normally would have. Yes, this episode has been delayed a couple of days because YouTube likes to demonetize things or limited ads things, and it's very, very frustrating, and it's too much to go into, so I apologize for the delay in videos, but here we are, back with some spicy action, and I'll see you very soon. If you got all the way to the end of the video, put hashtag traitor down in the comment section below, and I'm gonna dive out of here. I've been Razzbowski, you've been the beautiful Raspberries as always for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye!